All right, good afternoon. We are starting fashionably late as always, but happy Saturday, happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for dropping in. Today we are going to be jamming with an actual song from my band, and we're going to see how it goes. Try to actually make this instrument work in context of real music. And, well, as close to real music as we make anyway. Um, so yeah, I think that is the plan. The rest of the plan is going to be to try to add a filter into the instrument today. It's still progressing. It's still got a little ways to go, but I think we're making some good enough sounds with it now that it's time to get practical and try to actually use it for things. And other than that, I might actually break out the guitar today. I think that is the rest of the plan. Let's see. So we are in Phrygian. We are in B today. We have notes coming in. And we're going to need some gain. I guess let's make sure we have some sound happening here. And let me get my windows straight as well. I'm getting ahead of myself. Whoops, we don't need this one. Go away. Righto. Da, 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 da. Boy, the computer's running hot today. Alright, let's turn up the gains slowly. That seems like sound. Hey, alright. Alright, good times. Now, if memory serves, our right joystick is all hooked up as of last week. Let's turn on toggle mode. Right, we have this LFO. If I go right, yep, we have noise once we're down here. I think we can safely turn this up a little bit. Nice. And as we come up, we get more LFO. And then we get a tone. Let's come up a couple octaves. Nice. And as we come left, turns into a saw. Then we get noise. Cool. Alright, yeah, that shit's working. Look at that. Hey, cool. Teeth Engraved says, try freezing one of the drum tracks. Oh yeah, I'm already ahead of you. I'd quit out of Spotify. That's been hitting the CPU. Yeah, I quit that already. We're hanging in there. We're good. 20% is fine. It's just Streamlabs is kind of a pig as far as CPU goes. So we're trying our best, chat. We're gonna see how it goes. So let's see what we're working with here today. We're gonna try to add to a bit of an intro here. But here's what everything sounds like once it's kicked in. So far this is 2 drum tracks that are stacked. Kind of a bass drone that has a breath to it. Another bass part that we are lovingly calling Clong Clong because Clong Clong Clong. We've got some Ebo guitar. Might be doing some more of that. We have some rhythm guitar. We have some synth. And all of it coming together to form this wonderful mess that I love so much. So we're kind of thinking there's room for some sort of Hawkwindy synths to go with this. over top, and especially for an intro. So we got this low bass sound, and nice low B here. And then we're gonna bring in some arpeggio stuff here. Let's see how this is sounding. I sketched this in as far as the mix goes. I'm gonna mess with this arpeggio just a little bit. Let's see. It'd be cool to speed this arpeggio up a little bit too. Maybe right at the end, though. And then we'll cut it off. We'll keep that going. We'll fade that down. Just kind of getting a framework here to work with. I think also some more delay would be cool. Let's make it a longer delay. Nice. Yeah, that'll work. Hit save. There. Now let's see what we can do. We're gonna need to resample from our synth track here, because the Silver Machine is a MIDI instrument, and since it's taking input directly from the PS controller, we don't have a way to actually record that yet. That would be a nice thing to add at some point, though. So I'm going to say resample from, we want track, bloop, 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 this one. And we don't need to monitor, that's fine. We're going to hear it just fine here. I'm going to pull that down just a bit. And I think I'm going to scoot this over so that it starts a little later. do that. And take a look at that arpeggio again. That looks pretty good. We can scoot this over too. And let's add a couple more notes to this as well. Just making this longer. Whoops, we don't want that. How long do we need here? Yeah, there comes the guitar. You probably want to wait on speeding that up a bit. Let's scoot this over so that's right at the end here. Because that's a pretty drastic change. Doing a little mixing today. Oh yeah, Teeth Engraved says, feel free to add notes to that ARP if you feel like it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Having fun changing the steps on it as well, so it goes up 2 octaves or up 3 octaves. That's what I'm automating right here. So, then we're going to jump over to our synth, add a filter to it, and Bob's your uncle. Let's make it just a bit longer. I'm gonna keep changing the steps here. Yeah, this should be cool. Okay, yeah, adding some notes now. Yeah, just feeling this out. What happened there? No! Wrong! There we go. That's what we want. All right. Yeah, I'll just be stacking some notes like this. Yeah, alright, cool. And I'm just going to speed it up at the very end here. Maybe not quite that much. And let's turn up the delay feedback as we go here too. That should make a nice fun build. Cool. All right. Let's fuck with this synth now. Clipping a little bit. Let's turn it down. Sweet. Yeah, let's give it a go. I think this is going to also want some delay and stuff. Maybe some reverb. You know me, delay and reverb on everything. Delay, distortion, reverb, usually. Let's add a pedal. Hell yeah. Reverb after, I think. Chorus. Yeah, let's try that out. Hey, Cumin, what's up? Yeah, delay, distort, girl boss. Thanks, Cumin. We are doing some jamming here. This is a song my band is working on, and we're actually trying this synth in practical application. Hey, alright. That actually went pretty well for first try. Keeman says, sounds badass. Sounds like I'm walking into a boss fight with plus 10 demon armor. Fuck yeah. He gonna kill you. Oh boy. That was fun. That's working better than I thought. We must trust in ourselves. There were some good moments in that. I'm glad I was recording. Hit save. Always hit save. Let's do some filter action. It needs to be more swooshy. That's my main thing here. Let's see. So we saved. Let's crack open our max patch. I have a hard stop at about 2:15. Let's see what we can do in that time. I believe in us. I think we can do it. I want to add us a low pass filter. We're now hearkening back to the days of 25 streams ago or so when we started and this was just filtered white noise. We need to put our fucking filter back in now so that things can be swooshier. We're going to do a save as, because we're paranoid as fuck, and this is sounding pretty alright right now. So let's make this numero 4. And we wait for the beach ball. How are you guys doing, chat? It's so nice to have you here. Sup, Cumin? I hope your Saturday is going well. Let me see. Alright. We have... Let's see what we got here. This is our sound section. Here's our poly tilde with our saw in it and our noise. Here's where we have hooked up our X and Y on our right joystick, and we haven't done anything with our left joystick yet. That is the mission for today. So for that, I want me a biquad tilde, I believe. Let's open up the help patch. Kevin says, I'm doing pretty well. We got some ramen, went clothes shopping. Well, I bought a pie tin and some ramekins. Nice. I cleaned up the Thanksgiving mess and figured out some stuff with crypto. Hell yeah, that's a productive Saturday. I have just done this. And I drank lots of coffee. Yesterday we started this song, though, and it's coming along. This one and one other, and then our current album is done, so that's exciting. Let's see. The other song that maybe I'll subject you guys to next stream is... God, it's coming up on half an hour long. It's ridiculous. We've tried to generally do shorter songs nowadays, but that one just wanted to sprawl. So, here's our biquad. We want to steal this. And this stuff. I've tried a couple other of the filters, and this one actually works real well for filtering white noise and getting things swooshy. So, copy and all that. Oop. Get rid of this. Keeman says, oh yeah, me too, over the coffee. Yeah, you gotta have coffee when you're doing stuff like this. Where'd it go? There it is. Alright, pull that bad boy down here. Keep some space in here to keep ourselves sane. Now, this takes the... Let's just plug in input and output first. Input goes... let's do it before our gain slider, actually. So input is going to come from here. That's our LFO over here. And that's going to go here. Let's scoot this guy down. We don't need this scope anymore. And then output from our biquad is going to go into our gain slider. Because we want that gain slider at the very end. We want to be able to kill this sound if anything overloads. Which, of course, it never would, because we don't, we don't do things like that here. Now, I want to find some nice settings for the gain and resonance and load that in so that all we have to worry about for the moment is the cutoff frequency. We want maximum focus on swooshing. That is the goal here. So we want low pass. And that means, let's see what this is spitting out. I want to print. Oh, it doesn't do that. That pisses me off. I just want to see what this inlet is expecting, and they have this nice thing here called a, what is this, attribute UI, that tells you what to put in, but you can't monitor it. Alright, whatever. Anyway, I'm sure there's a way, and I'm just new at this part. This is one of those Max 8 things that is still new to me, because I am old, and I learned with Max 4 and 5. What are we heckin' doing here? What does this want? Oh boy. Let's go back to the help file for a second. This'll probably just default to low pass anyway. Let's worry about the rest of these things first. So, yeah, low pass. Let's see if we're making sound here first. Back to presentation mode. Cuban says, I hate when programs don't have straightforward debugging. Oh, tell me about it. That is the one thing I will say that Max lacks a little bit. There's definitely ways, and there's probably some stuff I don't know about, honestly, though. It's good to know your limitations so that you can improve on them, and that's part of why I do these streams. It makes me commit to working at least an hour a week on this stuff. But one thing I'll say for JavaScript, for instance, is that it has the word debugger. You can put that in literally anywhere in your code, and if you have your debug window open, it will pause there and let you step through things line by line. And that can generally really help you ferret things out. Or you can use breakpoints, and that will also pause your code at particular points. And you can poke at it until you figure out why it's angry at you. Usually. Alright, so let's put stuff back in here, see if we're getting sound. Back to Phrygian, back to B. Select the controller. We're getting input. Turn up our gain. Alright, good. We have sound. Yeah, now let's tune our filter up a little bit. Turn on toggle mode. Let's get a little more gain in here. So here we are at our noise. We can add some gain. Let's add some Q for Cumin. And let's try sweeping. Good. A little more subtle than I'd like. Let's crank the Q, bring down the gain. Oh, I keep snapping back if I grab it there. Dang it. Come on now. Oh god, that was almost scary. Okay. Sure, 3. That sounded better. Let's hook the joystick up here. So we want the left joystick x-axis to be controlling our cutoff frequency. So let's go find that guy. He's up here. So left joy X is what we want. You come down here to the southeast corner. Call that the Delta Quadrant. And we're going to scale that from 0 to 127, because we had this scaled for MIDI. And then we want this to be scaled to, oh, I don't know, let's start with something like 100 up to 3000. This is going to the frequency on our filter. Right, and that is going to go in here. There we go. Not bad, not bad. I think we want even... Let's lock it. We want even a bit more Q. You want to try bandpass? Let's try it. That's pretty good. That is kind of what we want. Maybe a little more gain. I'm worried this Q is awfully fucking high, but sounds fine to me. Let's see how it sounds as we come up to a more tonal place on the right. I'm gonna turn the gain down here. I was wise to turn the gain down. Sick. It kind of works like a wah pedal when you're in a bandpass mode. Let's try with our sawtooth. That was the filtered noise, now going through two filters. This is the sawtooth wave. Let's turn off our distortion for a sec. Because I want to hear if we're already getting distortion here. Okay. No, we're good. Alright. Ooh, that's pretty good. I like that. That's pretty awesome, actually. Alright. Let's widen our range just a little bit on the scale, and I think we're in kind of a good place. I can fuck with that. Let's make this, I don't know, 80 hertz? And, maybe 3,400? Let's try that. Yeah, I'm into it. That feels pretty good. Kevin says, "Dana, na na na." Am I doing a 2112 theme intensifies? Sick. I was thinking Jaws theme for some reason. As soon as I see Dana, that's what I think. All right, I dig it. Let's start with this. Turn off our notes. Now, which need to save these numbers, and we have to figure out how to make this heckin' load as a band pass. And we want to load these numbers in here. So let's say load mess. The fuck was it? All right, we're gonna start with 300. Okay, and we're gonna start with 3.19, I think, for gain. Yep. And then over here, we want 5.77. Cool. And just to be sure, I'm going to change these intentionally. Double click these, and yes, they do their job. Great. Okay. This motherfucker. So how do we do... I want that to be band pass. So, under messages. Okay, I do see... We want to just send the word band pass? Alright, groovy. I think that's right. So, load mess, band pass. Let's change this to low pass. Let's try feeding this in here and see if it works. It does! Beautiful. Now we don't need this fucker. Okay. Ewan says, so hard to convey music through text. Yeah, sorry. Maybe sometime we'll do a Discord thing where other people can, like, hang out and talk at the same time. Alright. We have our shit cooked up here. And I think we're pretty good. Maybe we want to watch this, put it in presentation mode. It's kind of nice to see. Lost it! You, over there, into presentation. And whoop, all the way up here. Where do we want it? Let's put it here for now. We might want to put it somewhere else in case we want this special attack thing. But you know what we could do that'd be amazing? Is make this scoot over if we activate the special attack. Project for another day. That looks nice right there. Let's save it. We got our gain about there. Alright. Feeling pretty good. Flap the hat for luck. Alright, so this seems like it's reloaded itself. And we can see how it goes. Let's go to Phrygian. We want B. We want PS3 controller. Let's see, let's turn up the gain slowly. Probably want up another octave. It's kind of quiet, that's okay. There we go, we got sound. Hey, what's up, Sarah? You came just in time. We've added extra swooshiness to our synth. We also have a bit of an echo from my kitchen, but that's okay. Oh, it's all good. Don't worry about it. visitor from the other half. Don't worry, you're not on camera, though. Let me see. Representing the fruit gang here. How's your Sarah Saturday? How's your Saturday, Sarah? I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving. You're up in Canada. I guess you guys don't do Thanksgiving this month. Extra swoosh, you are about to find out what that means. We've added a filter in here. Yeah. So filters are the kings of swoosh. Or maybe the queen. But when I play a note, let's add a little more gain. Get dangerous here. Let's turn on toggle mode too. So, as I play this chord, what we've added in... Sarah says, my Sarah Day is awesome, thanks. How's yours Saturday? I declare it Sarah Day. No, my Saturday's good. I've so far today pretty much woken up, drank a bunch of coffee, and now we're doing this. So if you watch this guy over here, you can hear the sound change as I hit my, as I use my left joystick. And as this goes from high to low, you can hear it swooshing. I'll zoom in on it for fanciness. It has been pretty perfect so far. Thank you, Sarah. It's been a pretty perfect day. I've now jinxed it, but, you know, we do what we can. So yeah, right joystick is controlling our timbre. That's the tonality of the sound. In the upper left corner, we've got the sawtooth wave. As we go to the right, we have filtered noise. Which is a little quiet. Let's come up an octave. There we go. Let's watch our volume there a bit. Okay. Just a couple of peaks. That's okay. It's all happy little accidents. That's fine. And as we come to the lower right on the right joystick, we get filtered noise. Sick. So I think we're safe to turn up just a bit. Nice. Swooshing. See? Nice. Alright, we gotta watch for some clipping a little bit when we hit certain bits when we're on the filtered noise, but I think it's alright. Let's turn on the rest of our effects. There we go. Human says, I'll just shamelessly copy paste what I told D. Oh, yes. I'm glad you're doing well. Hey, all good programmers do a little bit of copy paste. Nice. Though honestly, that's something I used to just bitch at my students about. It's important when you're learning, especially when it's a text coding language, to not I really learned a lot by forcing myself in the early days to not copy paste. Because when you're not copying and pasting, you have to actually pay attention to what you're writing. And it's way easier to catch bugs. It's way easier to internalize what you're learning. And, it's far too easy to make mistakes by just copying and pasting and then not be able to debug it. So that's my ramble as far as programming techniques. But once you get more used to things, then, I copy and paste fucking constantly. Hey Penguin, what is up? Thanks for joining us. Happy Saturday. You came just in time for us to do a jam. Getting practical. Oh, Keeman says, the worst is when you go on Stack Exchange and see Scrubs copy paste and go, what the hell is wrong? Yeah, that's why people on Stack Overflow and Stack Exchange can be kind of mean sometimes, and they shouldn't be. Like, we all started somewhere, and programming is fucking hard. And the trick is that you do need to take the time to really plow through those difficult parts, and it takes a lot of effort. And people get mad on those websites, I think, when it seems like people aren't putting in the effort. But they still shouldn't get mad because beginners have a lot to go through. And you have enough people telling you can't when you're trying to do something difficult. And you have enough doubt in your own head that you don't need people being mean to you. That's why it's like the only rule on my fucking Discord. Be cool to beginners. Don't be, there are no stupid questions. We all have things to learn. And, sometimes you miss things. There's still stuff I Google that I feel like I should probably know already, but you can't know everything. It's always a learning process. Okay, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Be nice to each other. That's really the thing. Let's see. Oh, Cumin, you're playing Pikmin? That's fun. That game looks cute. Cumin says, yeah, my wife struggles with that a lot. It makes her hate asking for feedback. Yeah, it's a skill to give good feedback. I've definitely had some people that were, I think, kind of intentionally mean because they were insecure about their own knowledge. They want to knock other people down because they're afraid of getting called on something that they don't know. And, yeah, it's fucked up. You gotta have confidence in yourself and take your time with learning and understand that stuff is difficult. And when someone is an asshole to you about it, they're being an asshole. You have to put the effort in. Don't, just ask someone to do something for you. But, and ask good questions if you can. But people should give good feedback, be constructive, and say, like, okay, this isn't working because this and this. And, that kind of thing. Don't be an asshole. That's all. Human says, it's impossible to have confidence when you really don't know, but you gotta ignore that and accept that you're a nooblet, basically. Yep, it's okay to be a noob. That's the thing. It's fine to be a noob. I think that, my husband and I talk about this a lot. I think that there is a real problem with people, you see in all these movies about, like, the chosen one, the person who is just exceptionally gifted at this skill that they start, like Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker are gifted. They're the chosen ones. As soon as they start using the Force, they have, like, this innate ability, right? But most of the time, when you start a skill, you suck. That's why I like Kung Fu movies so much, is they've got the training montage. And, people need to be prepared to, like... When I started programming, I sucked at it. It was really hard, and I did a lot of grinding and a lot of making mistakes, and just got really used to falling on my head, and metaphorically, and just you're gonna start off with a problem and be like, I have no fucking clue how to do this, but I'll figure it out eventually. And when you hit a snag, you're like, oh, that didn't work. Of course it didn't work, because why would it? But you get used to that and know that it's okay to suck, and eventually you suck less, and eventually you get more comfortable with it, and then you're like, hey, I kind of know how things work a bit, and then you find something else you don't know, and the cycle repeats forever. Keeman says, hell yeah, like, I'm not a doctor or nothing, but you shouldn't be there, like, shouldn't there be, like, bones or something? Just came out one clean chunk. Yeah, I guess being a doctor is probably a bit different. Anyway, let's do some music. We just got this shit working. As I was saying, today we are jumping into the practical and actually working on a song that my band has started yesterday. So let's try, and we're going to try and add another take on this for the intro. See how it works now that we have some more swooshing. Here we go, chat. Let's do it. There we go. We'll call that a take. Thank you, Cumin. Cumin says, "God damn, that sounds good." Man, if I ever had to make music for game dev, I'd love to make a Doom like and use this. Dude, hell yeah. Also, if you ever need music for game dev, then I'd love to. Game dev and soundtrack work in general is certainly something that we've talked about, that we would love to do. Maybe one day. Anyway, yeah, I think that. Whoop. What have I done? Are we still on? I think we're still on. Okay, I thought I fucked up Streamlabs. No, I think we're good. Alright, I think that's a good place to call it. We added Swooshiness. We did some jamming. No time for guitar today, but next time, I think that will be a thing that we do. Let's flap the hat. Let's go raid somebody. And, hit save. Always hit save. Let's go see who's on today. Thanks, Cumin. Cumin says, "Awesome stream as always, D. Thank you for joining us on the voyages of the USS Radical." Oh boy, howdy. Yeah, thank you so much. This was a ton of fun. Let's see who is on. Do, 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 do. Come on. Load. Let's go raid somebody. Who is on today? Let's see. I guess let's go and check out Astrovert. They're doing some music too.